I'm Chris Morganelli, co-creator of Network Magazine and CEO at MCIT. In a partnership with Countess Communications, we are excited to bring you an engaging and meaningful video series called the Network Magazine Executive Forum. We want to thank these sponsors who have made the Network Magazine Executive Forum possible.
Hi, I'm Marta Countess, president of Countess Communications and a proud partner of Network Magazine for the second installment of our Network Magazine Executive Forum. Today we start with Baum, the president of Lehigh Valley Reilly Children's Hospital. Ann is the first president of Lehigh Valley Reilly Children's Hospital, overseeing strategic planning and operations. She comes to Lehigh Valley Health Network from Capital Blue Cross, where many of us know you, but where she was Lehigh Valley market president and vice president, producer, and labor relations, and has served in a variety of roles in the healthcare space. She is also the founder and president of Vision Accomplished LLC, which provides leadership and professional training programs, and is also active and highly regarded community leader and author. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time to do this.
Great, thank you for having me.
So I've known you for a long time, and this role is somewhat new. Tell me about your role at Lehigh Valley Reilly Children's Hospital.
Well, Lehigh Valley Reilly Children's Hospital is the first and busiest children's hospital in our region. We're actually the third busiest children's hospital in the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And my job is to work with our team of amazing people to enable their ability to take care of kids here in the Valley, to be champions for children's health and really make a difference.
So, you have done that in a variety of roles, as I mentioned in your biography. Lehigh Valley as a whole is obviously a powerhouse here in the Lehigh Valley. But why was it great for you to be able to be part of it? Because this is, as I said, a fairly new role.
Well, it's such an honor to be brought into an organization that really has been successful and growing to the point that they were ready to appoint a president. So knowing that there is a great vision, a solid strategy, and they were looking for somebody to help move it forward, it's really, really an honor.
So I asked you off camera, Lehigh Valley is the largest employer here in the Lehigh Valley and clearly invested in the Lehigh Valley. Broaden that thought a little bit. You've been here for a long time and they've been making a difference for a long time.
Well, our network as a whole is dedicated to providing excellent care as close to home as possible. So whether that's through our multiple practices, our health centers, our micro hospitals, our children's hospital, and all of our practices there, our goal is to make sure that the Lehigh Valley can be healthy and well as close to home as possible.
It's interesting because we moved here in 1999 and didn't know the difference between one or the other. And I think as this area has grown and children are here and children come back and have children, this whole area has bloomed. Do you see that? Because I know recruitment's a big deal for all of the area and hospitals in particular. Are you seeing good talent stay now? Because that's important for business to thrive.
Yes, when you look at the evolution of the Valley and how it's really grown and developed, that really helps us recruit and keep the top talent. So years and years ago, if people were saying, would you like to come work in Allentown? Would you like to come work in Bethlehem or Easton? That was maybe a hard sell. Today, it's a much easier sell because the Valley has done such a wonderful job growing, developing, and promoting itself as a great place to live, work, and play.
It's interesting because Network Magazine has really gone out on that limb to network and make sure business owners pull from each other, but that's something that's really been big for you because that's how I met you, through networking. So why is networking and Network Magazine making a difference in the Lehigh Valley for business owners and business individuals?
What I really love about Network Magazine is they bring a diverse group of individuals together, and each issue they have their celebratory release parties, and anytime you go to that event you meet a new person, someone cool, new, different, and they promote local businesses, give businesses the opportunity to tell their story, and then bring those groups together. I think it's really powerful and valuable to our Valley.
So I know that you are a mentor for a lot of people around here. So I'm going to talk about the things people know about you now, and then we'll talk a little bit about what they don't. But tell me why mentoring young, rising superstars is something that's passion for you.
I have been very lucky that I had amazing mentors, people that were willing to listen to me, give me advice, help me along the way, help introduce me to other people. And it's my obligation, I believe, to do the same for others. So if I can be a small help to someone, give them a piece of advice, make a connection that they otherwise wouldn't have made, I am more than happy to do so.
Now, I didn't ask you, and I'm going to go back to this only because how you lift people up is part of your job. What are some of the exciting things in your new role or that we'll be seeing in the future?
Well, the Lehigh Valley Reilly Children's Hospital is continuing to grow, and we are expanding the level of services that we have available. We're growing our physical facilities so that we can make sure we have the beds and the services available to care for those that need them, expanding our specialties, and also making sure we're expanding our locations out close to where people live. So by being part of our micro-hospital strategy, by being part of new facilities throughout our region, we want to make sure that the kids of our area and their families have that care close to home.
So we fly our drone for a local company that's building your micro hospital. So we're on site a lot. So I know of Macungie and Gilbertsville. Is there plans for future beyond the ones I just mentioned?
Well, there are plans for future ones. They're not approved yet, but we are growing in as many areas as possible to make sure that people have that care close to home.
Excellent. So we talked a little bit about you, but I also want to talk about the fact that you are very active as a community supporter. We talked about individuals, but you're also really active in your community. What are some of the things that really lift you up?
Well, I'm really inspired by organizations that reach out and make a difference for youth in our valley. So whether it's the Girl Scout, Boys and Girls Clubs, even the activities that we do through the chamber that connect with schools and families and bringing young professionals to the table, anything that helps build up our future as the valley is where I like to spend my time.
Excellent. So spending your time, I see you at live music events. Give me one other thing that people probably don't know about Ann Baum.
Well, I recently became a beekeeper. By accident, a swarm of bees showed up in our tree, totally scared us to death. We were calling friends, what do we do? Calling somebody to Terminex, and they said, no, they are honeybees. And a friend of mine, Sharon Zondag, is a beekeeper. She came and helped me set up a home for them, and now I am a beekeeper.
I did see a picture of you with your whole gear, so you're all in.
Oh yes, I'm all in. And you don't really want to open it up without all the gear on, so it's also smart to have all the gear.
Excellent. So final thought, being all in, if you're watching this and you want to get involved, what would you give somebody that's watching this today in terms of getting involved with Network Magazine or just in community projects here in the Valley?
I would say raise your hand and ask how you can help. Say yes, get involved. A lot of people don't get involved because they think they don't have the skill set or they've never done it before. But every organization can benefit from skills that you have as an individual. So say yes, get involved, and you'll be amazed at the connections you make.
I'm delighted to have you as a connection, and thank you
Likewise.
for your time today. We will see you outside in the real world, and we appreciate your time for the Network Magazine Executive Forum.
Great, thank you for having me.
We want to thank these sponsors who have made the Network Magazine Executive Forum possible.